Welcome back to the Mid-Year Mitch YouTube channel. In today's episode, the Misfit Split gets a new set of shoes, so be sure to stick around.
So we're at the movies, huh?
Yep, we're at the movies. So the Misfit Split is a bit of a hot rod, and I wanted to keep with that hot rod theme, but it's also a little ratty on the outside, so I wanted to make sure I had a nice set of wheels and tires to complement that, but I also want to have a high performance car. So I ended up going with this, a real nice set of 17 by 8 American Racing Torque Thrust 2 wheels, and they're in the matte finish rather than full polish because hot rod, rat rod looking car on the outside. I went with a 17, that way I could get a lower profile tire to get a much more stable ride. I could get a much more aggressive tire on here than I could like a 15-inch wheel. So I just ordered wheels for the Misfit yesterday afternoon, and 2 of them just showed up this morning, which is pretty crazy. So I'm gonna open them up and make sure they're in one piece. So I got all 4 wheels and tires, 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one's got to represent the Mid-Year Mitch. 4th one's in here. Is definitely a really tight fit to get all these in here, but shout out to Dodge for making a Challenger with a big trunk. So I'm really happy with the way these tires look on these wheels. It's a really nice, big, wide tire with a lot of rubber on here, with a good little bit of tread on here. So this thing should handle pretty good. It's got a nice footprint, especially compared to like a stock wheel and tire setup. So this one will be pretty aggressive, and it's actually very similar size to the 78 wheel and tire. So let's get these bad boys on here and see what it looks like. I'm just loving the way this thing is looking. This is just, my whole vision's coming together now. These wheels are awesome. I prefer the matte finish rather than the polished, especially on a car that's got some patina, using that word mildly. But these have a really nice tread on them. A lot of rubber on it, so it's gonna have a really good stance. And they both fit really well. Fit in the fender wells just enough, and it's definitely gonna have some good meat sticking out on the back, so this thing is gonna have a really good stance. But I have different back spacing between the front and the back. The back has 4.81 inches of back spacing, and the front has 4.07 inches of back spacing, and that gets them so they fit within the body really nice. Now, mind you, this is a 78 Corvette frame that I converted, so everything should be the same as a Mid-Year. The only thing I did that would change how much wheel and tire I could get under the back of the car is I put in a set of Global West offset trailing arms, and I also put in some adjustable strut rods in the back, so that gives you much more adjustment for how much camber you can have in your wheel and tire. I have a good bit of clearance between the body and the wheel and tire, and also as the suspension goes up, the top will tuck a little bit more. I found with the adjustable tie rod, if I turned it a half turn, that was a full degree of adjustment I had back here. So that really let me be able to dial in this wheel and tire combination. So the back was definitely going to be a little tighter, but the front ended up working out perfectly. So on all 4 corners, I have the same size tire, 255, 55 R17s. They are Firestone Indy 500s. They're a real nice, aggressive summer tire. You can see how much rubber they have on the sides of them. Just a little bit of marks in here, you know, for rain and stuff. But these tires are supposed to perform really well in wet and dry. But this thing will just be enjoying the nice weather. But you can see it's got a nice look under the back of it. So it'll be good. I need to have a good bit of tire under the back of it to support this 500 horsepower 327. This was just a quick video to show what size wheel and tire fit this car. A lot of people have a question, you know, what wheel and tire can I put under my car? How wide can I go on a stock bodied C2? So this is just, you know, my setup that worked. Make sure you take your measurements before you go ordering a set. And also a tip is if you order the wheels separately from the tires from Summit, you can always send the wheels back if they don't fit, versus if you have tires on them, once they're mounted, they're yours. So just a quick tip that may save you some money, but this fit well for me, so hopefully it should fit your car also. But I have a lot more videos coming up in the future on this car. We're getting really close to firing this thing up. I'll have some more updates later this week on this car. I'm hoping to turn the key hopefully tonight once I get a couple more parts installed. So some exciting videos are coming up, so be sure to check all of those out. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I got a lot of work to do, so I'll catch you guys later.